Hi everybody. I want to talk about some very interesting things. That the fabric of our lives is based on the strings that we find our needle connected to. You see, there are different pathways for a being in any form. You become aware of this. You see, once you become aware of some existential principles innately suggested through your own intuition experiences, you become comfortable. You see that it's as if the planet is communicating to every human being, and it gives you that extra directive to lead towards the best action for the planet. You know, it's as if we are from Earth, so we are not bothered. We want to keep this planet, we want to keep our home clean. So we don't want to directly contribute to unhealthiness, regulated blindness. You know, we don't want to contribute to these. We want to very openly be observant of all ideas, words, and documents that could affect us, to understand different dimensions of what is really an act and what is just an idea, a thought, and how those two things can dance together, how it could be because of your action of existence to see that you are perceiving your world. There have been great poets. There was this great poet named Sadi, where he lived a long time ago, and I'm not really sure how his poem goes, but it's talking about his thoughts to his mother, where he's telling him, "Mother, all that I have done wrong has come from you. Why have I been born? For life is like a tangled ball of wool that has no beginning or end. This origin of experience has no beginning or end. Why was this given?" That was the poetic mind of back then. We need a more amplified versions of those here now, actually. And I feel we have. We just need our children to speak of the values they see to really old industries. One thing I see about, like, let's say, any industry that's not contributing to the planet's growth is that it's not right or wrong, it's just unnecessary. It's unnecessary to have cars like these. You know, we create how necessary it is. You create how quickly you need to find that glass of water for your thirst. You see, memories stick with you. It's because your mind knows it is able, but it chooses to, at the same time, experience its lack of ability. You see, you are aware, for example, you're in some situation or whatever. But you do not need to be limited in regards to mental vision. Guys, mental vision cannot be controlled. Understand this. When you, for example, I hear a lot of people who find, shamanic substances useful. And one thing which is very interesting for me is that if you can have a dream that's crazier than a shamanic experience, or whatever, let's say if it's the dream. So it's not about the dream. It's not about the forms. It's about the formless intuition and knowing you find within that moment. Someone can come up to me right now and ask me, "What are you feeling in your moment? You know what I mean? How's the moment feel?" And it's much more greater reception. It's as if we have not updated our mental technologies, you know? It's as if we are not understanding that a unified existential omnipresent awareness that is aware of all separation to the degree that it is its own experience is a very productive path to take in this life, rather than, I don't want to say other paths are wrong, actually. There's no path that's wrong, but they have different outcomes in different locations. Like, there's a difference between someone who smokes and who doesn't smoke. There's a difference between someone who looks and someone who doesn't. There are differences, but these differences are not not to offend you. They are here to break you. You're to perceive more insightfully through the existence that is your conception. And therefore, you need to be aware of the imagery you're seeing. You need to go outside and be aware what you are. You need to know how, you need to be so sensitive to your physiology, to your body, that before you get sick, you feel it. You let your body communicate to you. You let your knowing turn into the voice which serves you. You see, William Blake has this quote where he talks about the eternity found in his own experience with what was in his hands then to work with. I will put this William Blake quote underneath for you to understand what it is, to see what I'm pointing to. But experience is a reality, is a moment where there can be no judgment. So you cannot talk about it, and you cannot worry about it, and you cannot create unnecessary noise about it, because it's always the silence. I hope nature speaks to everyone, and it begins speaking immediately to them through their heartbeat and through their breath. Thank you.